Picture this, everyone. But the massa is a girl boss webtoon protagonist. You guys can probably guess the webtoon we're looking at. This is one of those webtoons where there was absolutely zero clickbait in the title. It was just straight up dookie water. In case you guys haven't seen the last video though, this summary will tell everything. Woman finds 5 guys and then enslaves them, and they love her for it. Also, she's a megalomaniac. Yeah, that summary was short. Why, you may ask? Well, 1, the writers for the webtoon probably spent an equal amount of time making this thing, and 2, that's honestly what happens. And the worst part is she's supposed to be the hero in the story. Dude, in the next 10 episodes, I better see a scene where there's someone who does everything Ariana does, but instead it's a guy. And Ariana is shocked and appalled that such a person could exist without her permission. Anyways, not really much else to say about this, so you guys know how we do. 10 episodes, let's dive right in. Blackie is talking to the queen from the country he's abandoning in favor of being with Ariana. She's worried for him, since he'll get caught in a battle for Ariana's love. Then a bit of his backstory is shown, where he wasn't accepted by the people for being a lowly commoner. Yeah, this makes me like him a little bit more. But one slight issue, writers. You made it more justified for me to hate Ariana! She's the protagonist. I have to root for her in some way, shape, or form. Heck, if these guys can have people rooting for them, then surely it shouldn't be impossible to make Ariana likable. I'm still holding out hope that Ariana is the not-so-twist villain. No way they think this is how a hero protagonist is written. This is like the female version of thinking Patrick Bateman is a Sigma male and everyone else in American Psycho were dumb betas. We then cut to Ariana and Juan in bed. Let's skip this. One of Juan's henchmen, I think, meets up with him, warning him that another guy is arriving tomorrow and could potentially steal Ariana's heart. I wish I was being literal with that statement. Juan, however, is so confident in himself that the other guy won't be able to love Ariana as much as him. And then he gets cucked. You see that? She's not gonna just love you. She's not just made for the streets. She is the street! So now you'll reconsider, right? You'll actually have respect for you. I actually have to ask, bro, how are these guys so stupid? Giving their entire lives to a girl who only cares about the way they look and would probably replace them is mind-boggling. Why do they have to think with what's between their legs instead of their freaking brain? Do they think the world will be some magical land of happiness if they continue simping for her? No! She clearly doesn't actually care about the world. If anything, what's on screen right now is the best case scenario. We then get a little scene of the guys fighting for Ariana's love, minus Bobby, quite literally the only sensible one there. Ariana points out the obvious in that Bobby doesn't like her. Yes, Ariana, why wouldn't he like you? It's so bizarre. She begins dancing with Juan, and all seems lovely until she spots Blackie and literally runs into his arms, leaving Juan alone. And this stupid freaking K-pop star is declaring his life to someone he's known for 2 hours max. Heck, not even much longer after they're in bed, speaking like they've gone through hell and back together. Where is this love coming from? She said she doesn't care about your backstory, she just wants you to plow her. Everything in your mind should tell you not to like her. Wait, hold on. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have a couple of theories on what's going on here. Similar to what she did to Bobby's country, she threatened nuclear annihilation if they didn't become her jewels. Or perhaps each of the males coincidentally got a traumatic head injury the day before they met her. Or, and this one I believe is more likely, An article pinnacle of Ariana's acquisition of a new boy toy is shown, being somehow headline news. So, does that mean that the people in this world have so little going on with their lives that this is must-read news? I take that back. All 6 of them are eating breakfast together when all of a sudden a servant tells Ariana the queen is calling for her, to which she's so pleasantly surprised. Dude, I don't know why anything should be a surprise to you at this point. You are the opposite of Murphy's Law. Whatever can go right will. However, once Ariana leaves, it is clear that there are tensions among the Jules, as Juan dumps food on Blackie. Blackie says something about belonging to the princess. Now, I don't really care. All you need to know is Juan storms off in anger. Whitey goes over to Juan to calm his nerves, however, and challenges him to a duel. And then he humbles Juan. But all of this was so he could impress his cutie patootie Ari freaking on. Oh my gosh, what is this panel? Hey guys, if you guys saw my last Webtoon video, you'd know I was absolutely tearing Ryu apart for having no self-respect. I would now like to issue an apology to Ryu, seeing as how I quite literally cannot see him doing this, and especially this. I am now gonna go frolic through a field of flowers.
Chalupa, you still have 7 episodes to go.
Her mother invites her to a tea party, and as she happily says yes and does some paperwork, her mother reminisces on the past. Now, I know it's common for kids not to have all their teeth, but I'm hoping this was caused by someone socking the crap out of her. As they're at the tea party, this one lady is jealous of the queen's daughter, and that her own daughter does nothing but chase a guy she loves. So, basically she's Ariana, but without the... However, out of nowhere, Ariana's op arrives, immediately making Ariana and her mom uncomfortable. I do not care what it was she did. She could have been the creator of mad cow disease. It don't matter! An op of Ariana is automatically the hope of this world! After the tea party, Ariana is furious with the Red Woman, saying she killed her brother and charmed her father. Wow. I didn't know, Ariana. Sorry to hear that. But I can't help but feel like there was someone else in this story that was quite similar. Wait, what am I assuming? She's the main character, and that means everything she does is okay! I'm sorry, Ariana. Go out and be a girl boss, strong and independent woman. Hey, wait. What are you doing to that children's hospital? Oh my god! Ariana, out of frustration from her op, calls for one of her jewels, and then asks him to rail her. I actually want to know what kind of drugs the writers are on. And I'm not gonna say I need that. No one needs the super cocaine they're on. Send it to the Californians, man. Let it be their problem. She meets up with the 5 guys, discussing her master plan involving taking down the Red Woman. Oh, no wonder she's ops with her brother too. He's her son. In that case, these are the actual heroes of this story. If they fail to win, there's no telling what's to come of their world. She proceeds to blame every little thing that is wrong with their empire on her. How are we not sure this isn't from that failure of a father you got there? All the capabilities of running an empire, but not a single parenting skill! She assigns the guys to jobs that cater to their skills to take down the Red Woman and her kids. All of this just so she can be the next emperor. Every single panel, the writing gets worse and worse. She doesn't care about the people, she just wants to become dictator! The yellow guy... Gosh, what did I call him? Hector is analyzing what Bobby is thinking and when he should oust him, deciding to use him for now. Then Bobby turns around, sensing someone's watching them and... Oh Lord, no. This type of plot. With these writers? I'm just gonna... Hey, this is Britain, right? Please stab me, douse me in acid, whatever, bro.
Good sir, if something troubles you, perhaps you should consider getting a therapist.
You guys suck at football. This is the coolest thing I've seen from Britain. All of these shallow, no self-respect having boys do what the princess tells them to do. And for what? How does doing this actually benefit you? Is it poontang? Poontang that's been washed up every night by a different guy? You're alright with nations being overthrown, families starving, dictatorship, you yourself dying just so you can get some action? Forget Mordecai, forget Aaron, this is the pinnacle of down bad. She takes Hector and Bobby to help her mom with paperwork, and as they're dialoguing, no! Don't lobotomize Bobby too, the last bastion of hope! He was the only real one. Now they really gonna tell him, get fictitious. We got Blackie doing something, I don't care, next episode. Blah blah blah, red woman evil, blah blah blah, selling magic meth. You know what's crazy? I doubt she's actually angry about the trade of whatever these crystals are, just that she's not the one controlling it. It's wrong when someone else is doing it, but if it were in my hands, Bobby, the only one here with more than 2 brain cells, in a not so subtle manner tells them all to piss off, and storms off. The queen sees that he doesn't like Ariana, but tells him she's nice and considerate. Dog, why do you think he's there? He never went on his own accord. He was chilling in his place one day, then she comes in and says, "You are to have sexual relation with me." Tell me if any of that would be right if the genders were reversed. I dare you! He's outside, walking in frustration from literally everything that's happened to him thus far. And here comes the writer's plot device. She knows he don't like Ariana, so she wants to have him instead. Yep, I'm done with this. I know, relatively shorter video, but I am not reading any more of that garbage. I have no idea what any of those writers were thinking, but golly. There was no way there was a thought put into this. They just drew pretty art and rolled with it. Do I even actually need to say the flaws in this webtoon? They're all right there! If I have to point some out, let's start with the complete blandness of each character. There is no character arc, no depth, no actual person behind these faces. Their only meaning in life is glaze Ariana or be ops with Ariana, and the ops are definitely a minority. And for the one guy they wrote to hate Ariana, I think the writers realized they wrote themselves into a corner. There is quite literally no reason for Bobby to like Ariana, so instead of a logical, much more interesting route of him being the real main character, they set up a yandere character to chase him, and then Ariana will probably save the day, and he starts worshipping her too! Corny freaking plot, man. I have nothing else to say. Actually, since this is my video, let me put what I hope happens later on in the story.
There's an attractive man, and he's clearly strong. I'll add him to my jewel collection.
Why hello there, I'm the princess of the empire, and I'd like you to be one of my jewels.
Anyways, that's all for this video. Thank you guys for watching this video in its entirety. If you guys liked this video, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you guys haven't already, then consider joining the channel membership or Patreon, both only $5. Discord. If you guys have any video suggestions or any other webtoons you'd like me to read, then please leave it in the comments section below. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.